Saxon Algebra 1, Lesson 105. Oh boy, this is one of my favorites. This is a new way to do some factoring, and we're going to create some groups. Let's just take a look. Now, John has created these problems very carefully so that they will work out, all right? And what we do is we notice there are 4 terms. That's a lot. We've never factored 4 terms before. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna group them. And we don't have to think too much about this. We're just gonna group the first 2 and the second 2. John sets these up so that they work out nicely. Now, what we're gonna do is just factor what we can in the first one. XYA minus 4A. The thing they have in common is the A, right? So we'll factor out the A, and what we're left with is XY minus 4. Okay, we've factored the first group. Now we're gonna factor the second group. And we ignore what we did in the first part, and we just look at this. Okay, what we can factor out is the B. What do we have left? XY, and then minus 4. We also can put a plus sign here because all of this is being added together, right? This chunk and this chunk are not separate, they're being added. So we put a plus sign in between 2. Now, notice what John did for us. He set this up so that when we factor, we get the same residual, if you will, right? The leftover pieces are exactly the same. We can now write this in a different way. We can take the extra bits and create a binomial out of them, and then we copy this. And this is the way we factor. This is a factored expression of this. What? See how we did that? We factored them both separately. We noticed that these were the same. So we gathered up the extra pieces and made a binomial out of them, and then we rewrote that matching binomial. That's how we do these problems. That's kind of cool, I think. How many are there? Just 2. Let's do another one. Again, the magic comes because John sets it up for us. All right, we always just do the first 2 and the second 2. We trust John to make it nice. What do we see in common? I see an A. What's left when we pull the A? C plus 2D. Then we can add, and now we factor this one. What can we pull out? This one we can pull out a B, but we can also pull out the number 2, can't we? 2B. And what's left? C. Now in this one, there's still the number 2 left, right? Because there was a 4, we pulled out 2, so there's 2 more. We took the B, and there's just a D. It should work like this, where we get a match, okay? Just like we did the first time. If these 2 don't match, go back and check your copying and check your factoring to see if you made a mistake, because these should match. Now we gather up these loose bits to make the first binomial, A plus 2B. And then we write this one. We only have to write it once. C plus 2D. Beautiful. If we wanted to take these 2 binomials and multiply them doing the dance, you know how we do that, we would get this back again. I'm not going to do it. You can just trust me on that. Yay. That is factoring by grouping, and we're going to use this in another lesson, like 107, 108, I think, something like that. It's going to come up real soon. We're going to use this in another context. Yay for 105. Thank you. Goodbye.